Alright guys, so today I'm going to do a review on Mass Effect 2, real quick. First thing I want to talk about is Mass Effect 2 I recommend it for anybody who likes sci-fis, likes RPGs. This is a game that you have to get. It's extremely good. I like it because of its graphics, its story. It's really deep, and I like how from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 2 they took out all the problems that were repetitive and got annoying at times. I'll give you two examples real quick. One example was how when you want to, you pick up a gun or something, and you always want to have the best, most powerful weapons that you have at the time at all times. In Mass Effect 1, you had to go through a menu and you had to go through like a bunch of different guns just to select the best one and equip it. You had to do this pretty much every time you picked up a weapon if you wanted to have the very best one. So Mass Effect 2, they simplified it to where every gun is the same, and you go around the environments and you find upgrades. And these upgrades contribute to the weapon, such as giving it more power, larger magazine, things of that nature. The second thing they improved upon was the way you did exploration. Mass Effect 1, you used a spaceship shuttle type deal called the Mako, and essentially what you do is you would send it down to like a planet, and then you would manually control the space shuttle and go throughout the entire planet. You have to excavate things yourself. It just got really repetitive after maybe the 5th time of doing it. So in Mass Effect 2, pretty much you go to a planet, you hold a button, scans the surface for you, and then when you'll get these readings, and when the readings get really high, you send out a probe, and your probe collects the resources for you. I like that idea because it got rid of the annoyance of the Mako in Mass Effect 1, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Like I said, it has really good graphics, a really deep story. One thing I do like is there's so much content that they put into Mass Effect 2 that they put on 2 discs, which I'm pretty satisfied with. And if you go to you can go to GameStop and buy Mass Effect 2 now for about I got this maybe 3 months ago, and it was only $20 new. So I think it's a great deal if you have the money and you like RPGs and sci-fi. Go ahead and check that out. So basically, Mass Effect 2 is continuing from Mass Effect 1. You're Commander Shepard, and if you play Mass Effect 1 and you still have the saved data for it, then you can import it into Mass Effect 2, which I found was really helpful because at the beginning of the game I got extra credits, extra experience points. So like right out the gate, I was already maybe 3 to maybe 5 levels ahead of where I should have been. But yeah, it wasn't too overpowerful to where it was super easy to blast through the beginning of the game. And that's another thing I want to talk about in this game. I do like how combat, it's not like Mass Effect 1 where I pretty much died only like maybe once. That's only because I was playing around and I jumped out in the middle of the battlefield. But in Mass Effect 2, if you're not careful and you're not paying attention, then you'll die multiple times. And I kind of like that. It makes the battle sequences more engaging. You have to do more stuff. You have to actually use your powers. Because if you just rely on your weapons alone, you're going to run out of ammo, and it's just going to make the battle harder on yourself. I do like the story because it has surprising twists I like. And you're supposed to be able to take your Mass Effect 2 character and import it to Mass Effect 3 that's coming out later this year, I believe. I don't know if it's this year or early next year, but I'm looking forward to that because Mass Effect 2 is pretty good. Mass Effect 3 is going to be the conclusion to the series. I like that. And one other thing that I forgot to mention is if you're a renegade type character in this game, then at the end of the campaign, there is an opportunity that your character can die. So I like how BioWare did this to where if you're purely good, then you'll live. But there's also sides where if you're just being evil and everything, you won't necessarily, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make it into the next game or you're going to survive. That could potentially mean that you will die, and that's the end of it. But regardless of that, I still think Mass Effect 2 is probably one of the best games out there currently as far as RPGs go. Now, do I think you can compare it to other games like Fallout and Fable and things like that? Personally, in my opinion, because I'm a sci-fi guy, I think this is better than Fable, but compared to Fallout games just usually have a lot of content. Mass Effect 2, if I sat down with Mass Effect 2, I could probably beat it in probably about 2 weeks, but every time I sat down and played the game, I'll play for like maybe an hour and a half, and then swap out. But they do have a lot of DLC that I was interested to see, like, if you watched one of my earlier news of the week, I was discussing how they had new DLC Arrival, and before that they have I can't remember if it's the Shadow Broker or Liara to Sony, but both of those are good DLCs because I bought both of them. Well, not Arrival, but I bought in Liara and I saw Arrival online, and they both look pretty good. And, you know, for Cerberus Network, it's kind of like this little news type thing, which I really enjoy. But Mass Effect 2, really good game, really good graphics. The graphics are probably, they're up there with Gears of War and Battlefield. So, you know, if you're a guy that can't deal with games with terrible graphics, you don't have to worry about Mass Effect 2. So, for $20, you know, new at GameStop, I strongly recommend it. This has been it. See you guys later.